अस्सलामुअलैकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। इन क्वेश्चंस के अलावा जो कि मैं वीडियोस बना के लगा रहा हूँ, अगर आपको कोई और भी किसी और एक्सरसाइज से कोई और चैप्टर से कोई क्वेश्चन आपने समझना है, पूछना है, तो आप मुझसे रब्ता कर सकते हैं और मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि प्रायोरिटी पे आपके जो बताए हुए क्वेश्चंस हैं वो उसकी वीडियो बना के मैं अपलोड करूँ। In this exercise we discuss about the surd. Surd is the irrational radical with the rational radical. So we solve it. The first question is express each of the following surd in the simplest form. Question 1 and part 1 is 180 square root. And now we factorize 180 and solve it. Here 180 divided by 2 we get 90, divided by 2 we get 45, divided by 3 we get 15, divided by 3 we get 5, and 5 is equal to 1. And these are the prime factors of 180, and we write it as multiply by 2, multiply by 3, multiply by 3, multiply by 5 square root. Because it is a square root, so we take squares of the values. It is 2 square, multiply by 3 square, multiply by 5 square root, and we take the square root of individual values, which is 2 square, 3 square root, and 5 square root. And we know that square and square root cancel each other, so these are cancel each other, but 5 is not a square, so it is as it is the 5 square root. The other values are 2 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by 3 square root 5, and 2 3s are 6 square root 5, and it is the simplest value of 180. Next, the value is 3 square root 162. Now we take factors of 162, which are 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2, and we get 3 square and square, 3 square multiplied by 3 square multiplied by 2, and take square root 3, and we take all the values, square root of all the values, which are 3 square root multiplied by 3 square root multiplied by 2 square root, and square root cancel each other. We get 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by square root 2, which is 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27 square root 2, and it is the answer of second part of question 1. The third part is 3 over 4 128. It is not a square root, it is cube root. The method is same. We first take the prime factor of 128, which is 3 over 4, and the remaining value is take the square root of 128, which is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 2s are 64, 64 2s are 128. Because it is a cube root, so we take cubes of the values. Take cube 3 over 4 2's power 3 2's power 3 multiply by the simple value 2 cube root. Now we take the cube root of individual values 3 over 4 2's power 3 cube root 2's power 3 cube root 2's power cube root. Now simplify these values. We get 3 over 4 multiply cube and cube root cancel each other. We get 2 multiply by 2 multiply by cube root of 2. Now we simplify these values. 2 2s are 4 and 4 1s are 4. We get 3 cube root of 2. Answer. And the next value is the fourth part, which is 96 x power 6 y's power 7 and z power 8, and it is the fifth root. Now we solve it. First we take the factors, prime factors of 96, which are 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2. 2 2s are 4 2s are 8 2s are 16 16 2s are 32 and 32 3s are 96. And the further values, x is equal to 6, and we write it x power 5 into x into y's power 5 into y's power 2 into z power 5 into z power 3, and we take whole fifth root. Now simplify these values. Because it is a fifth root, so we take 5 values 1 2 3 4 5. It is 2's power 5 multiply by 3 multiply by x power 5 into x, y's power 5 into y's power 2, z power 5 into z power 3, and take whole's power 1 over 5. 2's power 5 multiply by 1 over 5, 3's power 1 over 5, x power 5 multiply by 1 over 5, x power 1 over 5 into y's power 5 multiply by 1 over 5 and y's power 1 over 5, sorry, 2 into 1 over 5, z power 5 multiply by 1 over 5, z power 3 multiply by 1 over 5. So we get 5 cancel with 5, we have 2 into, it is 3's power 1 over 5, mean 3's power fifth root, x and it is fifth root, y cancel y into y square fifth root, z 5 with cancel 5, z into z power 3 fifth root. Now we simplify this value. We have 2 3 fifth root x y and z. We write it x y z, and all the values in the fifth root, combine them, we get x y square z3 fifth root. And when we more simplify it, we 3 fifth root shift with these values variables, we get 2 x y z into 3 x y square z3. Now we start question 2. The question 2, we simplify the values. The first part is 18 square root over 3 square root into 2 square root. Now we simplify it by factorization of the values. 18. 18 means write it 6 multiplied by 3 over 3 square root and 2 square root. It is 6 square root. And when two values are multiply each other and they are in the square root r square, we take the square r square of individual values. We write it 6 square root into 3 square root over 6 square root. 6 square root cancel with 6 square root, we get square root 3 is the answer of part 1. The next part 2 is 21 square root 9 square root over 63 square root. Now we factorize these values. We get 21 square root 9 square root over 63. We write it 21 into 3 square root. Now we take the square root of individual values. We get 21 square root into 9 square root over 21 square root into 3 square root. Now simplify them. 21 square root cancel with 21 square root, and we break down the 9, which is 3 into 3 square root over 3 square root. Write them as 3 square root into 3 square root over 3 square root. This square root cancel with the other square root 3, and the answer is square root 3. And the third part is we have 243 x power 5 y power 10 z power 15, and this is fifth root. And now we factorize these values. 243, which is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, which is the prime factor of 243. X power 5 y 10 z is equal to 15, and fifth root we write it 1 over 5. Now simplify it. 1 2 3 4 5, it is 3's power 5 y's power x power 5 y's power 10 z power 15 whole power 1 over 5. And we know that in the exponent form powers power multiply each other, so 3's power 5 multiplied by 1 over 5, x power 5 multiplied by 1 over 5, y's power 10 multiplied by 1 over 5, z power 15 multiplied by 1 over 5. Now we simplify these values. 5 cancel with 5, we have only 3. This 5 cancel with 5, we have x. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, we have z square, y square. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15, z power 3. It is 4 over 5, 125 cube root. The same method, we first find the prime factor of 125, which is 4 over 5 into 125 factors are 5 multiplied by 5 is 25 multiplied by 5 125 and cube root. 4 over 5, it is 5's power 3 cube root. Now we solve it. Cube root and cube cancel each other. We have 4 over 5 multiplied by 5. 5 cancel with 5. The answer is 4. Next, the fifth part of the question, in which we have 21 square root multiplied by 7 square root multiplied by 3 square root. First we take the prime factor of 21, which is 3 multiplied by 7 square root multiplied by 7 square root multiplied by 3 square root. And it is the rule of exponent form. When two values are multiply each other and we take square root, individual square root, and if different values square root, we have square root of different values, we combine them in multiplication. So we write in the one square root position, which is 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 square root, and we write it 7 square multiplied by 3 square root, and we write them individually 7 square root multiplied by 3 square root, and square root cancel each other. We have 7 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 20. Simplify by combining similar terms. So we can combine, mean add or subtract the similar values. We get the part 1 is 45 square root minus 3 20 square root plus 4 square root 5. So we take the prime factors of the values and then solve. 45 is 9 multiplied by 5 square minus 3 4 multiplied by 5, which is equal to 20 square root plus 4 square root 5. And now we, because the values are multiplying, take the individual square root. It is 9 square root 5 square root minus 3 4 square root 5 square root 4 5 square root, and 9 square root is 3 square root 5 minus 4 square root 2 2 multiplied by 3 square root 5 plus 4 square root 5. Now we take common the square root 5, because 5 is the 5 square root is the common. The other values are 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 is 6 plus 4 square root 5. Now we simplify it. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 minus 6 1 square root 5, which is equal to 5 square root. Answer. The second part is 4 square root 12 4 square root 12 plus 5 square root 27, sorry, minus 3 square root 75 3, and the next is plus 300 square root. Now we simplify them, in which 4 12 is 4 multiplied by 3 plus 5 9 multiplied by 3 is 27 minus 3 25 multiplied by 3 plus 100 multiplied by 3 square root. Now we simplify them. 4 square root is 2 multiplied by 2 square root 3 plus 5 multiplied by 9 square root is 3 square root 3 minus 3 25 square root is 5 square root 3 plus 100 square root is 10 square root is 3. Now we can take the square root 3 from all the values and the remaining values are in bracket. 4 2s are 8 plus 5 3s are 15 minus 3 5s are 15 plus 10 square root 3 plus 15 cancel minus 15. We have 8 plus 10 is 18 square root 3. Square root 3 bracket 2 square root 3 plus 3 square root 3. In this question, we take common the square root 3 and we have square root 3 bracket 2 plus 3 square root 3, and we write it square root 3 into square root 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. The square root 3 multiplied by square root 3, we have 3 multiplied by 5 is equal to 15, in which 2 bracket 6 square root 5 minus 3 square root 5. Now we simplify them. 2, we take common square root 5 and in the bracket 6 minus 3 square root 5. 2 multiply by 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. 6 square root 5 and 2 3s are 6 square root 5. And the values are, first part is 3 plus square root 3 into 3 minus square root 3. In this question we saw that it is a plus b into a minus b. The formula is a plus b into a minus b. The answer is a square minus b square. So a is 3 and b is square root 3. The answer is 3 square minus square root 3 square. 3 square is 3 3s are 9 minus square and square root cancel. We have 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. Answer of this question. The part 2 is square root 5 plus square root 3 whole square. And it is the formula of a plus b whole square. And we solve it. A plus b whole square means a square plus b square plus 2ab. And we apply the formula. We get 5 square root whole square plus 3 square root whole square plus 2 times a square root 5 into square root 3. Now we simplify it. Square and square root cancel, it is 5 plus square and square root cancel, it is 3 plus 2 times we multiply 3 multiplied by 5, which is square root 15. Simplify it. 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2 square root 5. And it is the answer of second part of question 4. Now the third part is square root 5 plus square root 3 into square root 5 minus square root 3. It is the same as part 1, a plus b into a minus b. And the formula is a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Now we apply the formula in which a is square root 5 and b is square root 3. 5 square root whole square minus 3 square root whole square. Now simplify it. 5 square and square root cancel, we have 5 minus square root and square root cancel, it is 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Answer. And the fourth part, in which we have square root 2 plus 1 over square root 3. And the other is square root 2 minus 1 over square root 3. The same formula, a plus b into a minus b. The answer is a square minus b square. Here a is square root 2 and b is square root 1 over 3. 2 square root square minus 1 over 3 square root whole square. Now we solve it. Square and square root cancel, we have 2 minus square and square root cancel, we have 1 over 3. And by solve by factorization, by LCM, we have 3. 3 2s are 6 minus 1 is equal to 5 over 3. And it is the fourth part of the question. The next fifth part of the question is x square root plus y square root into x square root minus y square root into x plus y into x square plus y square. We solve it by applying the formula a plus b into a minus b. The answer is a square minus b square. First, these are the values. We apply the formula a plus b into a minus b, in which a is x square root and b is y square root. The answer is x square root whole square minus y square root whole square. And other values x plus y, x square plus y square. Simplify it. Square and square root cancel each other. We have x minus y into x plus y, x square plus y square, and it is a minus b into a plus b. The same formula apply. X square minus y square, x square plus y square. And now we apply again the same formula. A plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, x square whole square minus y square whole square. The answer is powers power multiply. X power 2 2s are 4 minus y's power 2 2s are 4.